My name is Zach Billings. I'm 23, from Greer, South Carolina. I'm a sophomore. My major is economics and finance. I was in the Army from 2020 to 2023. It's kind of something I've always wanted to do. My grandfather, who I never met, he done it, and his father for him, and his father for him, as long as I've been able to track down our family history. My motivation, I'm not in anymore, but I guess you could say my motivation has increased to possibly join again just from people I've talked to. They thank me for our service and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. I'd say the biggest thing is accountability. Being in the Army helped me learn to be accountable for my actions and others. So being accountable to sit down and study, being accountable to make time to study, being accountable to all my classes. I guess that's the biggest thing. And discipline too, like you were saying. Being disciplined enough to sit down and actually do the work that needs to be put in to graduate, I guess so. It was, there's a bunch. I'm trying to specify down to one specifically. I guess I could say this way. Me and a couple of my Army buddies, we were going to a baseball game, and there's this old lady, and she had dementia. And we picked her up and made sure she was okay and stayed with her. And she talked about how her husband was in the military and all that. It was cool. I was like, I'm glad to be an American, I guess. I never got deployed, so I guess that's one of my best things I could say. Well, here recently I actually joined a fraternity. I'm wearing the shirt Alpha Sigma Phi, and they're a great group of dudes. They're really helpful, because I didn't know where things were. They do. They help me out with that. They give me study tips because I've never really been the best at school. I was always pretty good or decent, and they're helping me give me study tips. They're also holding me accountable in that action. We have to send them our grades so that we can go do things. We have to keep a certain GPA so we don't get in trouble. We have to send hours, like we're actually studying in the library or something. And they're a great group of dudes, and we all hold each other accountable, and they remind me a lot of my Army brothers. And that funny story, I was still at Bragg whenever they were doing, I was supposed to be here to give all the paperwork and stuff, but I believe it was Mr. Pace, Ivan Pace, I think is his name. He helped me out tremendously. I called him from Bragg, and he told me on the phone how to do everything, so I got registered and stuff while I was still at Bragg, and I only got a week off from my Army career till school started. But everyone's been helpful. Ms. Hollis has been very helpful. My new support group in Alpha Sig has been very helpful. And I feel very supported by the school and the people that are here. I would say do it. It makes no sense not to. I mean, it's paid for. You also get money to go. You get a housing allowance. Even if you don't really like it, try it out for a year. See how it is. I like it here just because it was really helpful. It's very helpful. I can make an email and I get a response in an hour if I'm struggling with anything. It just doesn't make sense not to do it. Like, shoot for it. Why not? Yeah, I was in a car accident 2021. I got ejected, broke half my face, my neck, and my back. And it took a lot to bounce back from that. I have help from my fiance. She was there from the very start. She's helped me out a lot. And weirdly enough, school actually keeps my mind off that because I lost my friend who was driving. I lost him in it as well. But yeah, school keeps my mind off that, and luckily I do have a very good support group, and I'm glad I'm here. It's great. I'm glad I survived that, and God gave me a reason to keep going.